remember to love yourself. Remember to choose the things I am reading. Okay, the things I am reading are insane. Ladies, remember your standards. Don't take all of this as a lesson. Like everything on that T app, please, this should help you guys.
What's good, guys? It's your boy Josten J coming to you another video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right, let's talk about the T app and how it's actually exposing women rather than exposing men. These are the harsh realities that men have to accept when it comes to modern dating. See, this app was started and marketed as a way for women to be safe when they're dating. Women could avoid creeps, users, abusers, scammers, manipulators, toxic men, which we all know that they're attracted to. But this app has turned into something different. It's an invasion of someone's privacy. What this is now is women all huddling together and making this Are We Dating the Same Guy 2.0 on crack. Check this out.
You forget that Facebook group, Are We Dating the Same Guy? Because all you need to do is when a guy is hitting on you at the bar, just download the T app, type in his name, and you can literally see if he has red flags or green flags from the other women in your city that have dated him.
Let's not get it confused. This is an app for women to voice their frustrations and expose men. It's not to keep each other safe. This is very dangerous because now if a man doesn't move to the beat of her drum, she can make up all these stories. She can put dirt on his name, paint false narratives of this guy, all because she had a bad experience.
So you mad I have self-respect? You mad that I didn't give you the attention that you wanted and add it to your high body count? And then the first given opportunity, you want to slander my name? What the fuck is wrong with you, gang? You need serious help.
All because this dude was not about a simp, not about a trick, not about to follow her lead. And if she doesn't like that, now she reserves the right, to talk down on that man, to make women avoid that man, to try to make his experience in the dating scene not enjoyable. Does that seem right? No, it doesn't seem right. Women are always going to abuse these spaces because women love drama, okay? This app is called T for a reason. It was marketed to women. And what they do is they market to women no matter what. In the media, society, in the music, everywhere. And then they wrap it with a big red bow and call it empowerment. Doesn't do women any good. It does not do women any good. This app was solely marketed to women so they could get together and talk a bunch of crap and then mask it as keeping them safe. When women come to meet you on a date, they already have a group chat. They will text their friends the location and your name, where they're meeting you, everything, just in case something happens. That's in a woman's playbook. When a woman comes to your house for the first time, best believe she texts one of her friends, gives them the address, your number, all your information that she has already to keep her safe. No, this is where women get off on saying things about men that probably didn't even want them. Men that said, you know what, the date's cool, but I'm not really feeling this. They could have gotten ghosted, flaked on. And then they go over to the app and it's like, oh, this and that and this and that and this and that. Okay, just let it be. As men, we don't need an app. All we need is learning and understanding. Women need drama and chaos. Sometimes even to get their point across. So they love drama. This is why it was marketed to them. Women are attracted to the same type of men, okay? I need guys to understand that for the most part, women are attracted to the same type of men. But newsflash, most men are not bad men. Most men are not bad men. So how is it that they keep running into these bad guys that they're always complaining about? You know that meme that goes a little something like, nobody's interested in me. I'm interested in you. I actually like you. I find you very attractive. And then she just looks away and ignores him. I'm pretty sure everyone has seen that. It went viral a bunch of times. Women keep remixing it. Women are always blaming all men when only a small percentage of men even have the ability to be toxic, to be super attractive to the point that you fall for his words and for his lies. Meanwhile, there's always guys that have the best intentions, guys that want to be upfront, be honest, be chivalrous. He's not tall enough. He won't impress any of my friends. I need him to be this. I would like for him to have that. I would like for him to do this. They always get in the way of genuine connections, and they chase after the same type of men. Men that are slick talkers, men that are nice on the eyes. Of course, they have the ability to play you. Now, I'm never saying that women should lower their standards to go after guys that they don't have the hots for. That's not what I'm saying. But this goes back to women don't have the same rules for every guy. If they had the same rules for every guy, it would help them to better pick the best guy. They don't understand that. Sexual attraction, this is why I tell guys all the time, sexual attraction is not logical. I can explain it because we're logical as men, but for women, it just happened. Yeah, it's a thing. Sexual attraction cannot be negotiated, and it's not logic. So there's never a time limit on how fast a woman can get physical or do this and that. No. When she likes a man, she will just move on his terms because she likes him that much. Unfortunately, that leaves women open. But if they had the same rules for every guy, they would not fall for the bullshit over and over and over and over. You know, I get on men a lot in these videos for things that they're not, or when they're trying to become, or when they have questions, you know, because I was there. And I just want to take this second to apologize. You know, a lot of guys are good enough. A lot of guys are good enough for women. But women don't see it that way. And I always tell you to be the best for yourself. But I wish more men would not listen to these ridiculous requirements, these ridiculous requirements for men to get at women that didn't properly vet men in the past. Now you meet a woman and you can pretty much calculate that she's had these requirements. You can tell by the way she moves within her actions, and she's very intentional. She's cool. A lot of other women, straight goofy. Exposing men or trying to expose men only exposes your taste in men. There are women out here that didn't need to date a bunch of guys to finally land on a good guy, to start a family with a good guy, to move in with a good guy, to get a ring from a good guy. There are women out here that got it right on the third try, second try, first try, fourth try, even fifth try. But these women out here that complain and try to expose men and talk down on guys' names, all it really exposes is that they have bad taste. They don't have good character because you attract what you are. So by trying to expose these men, realistically, all you do is expose yourself, because how is it that you have this much bad luck? How? Because your taste in men sucks. You go for things that really aren't that important, and this is what it gets you. And it's free promotion for men anyway. I remember this one story, right, where it was a long time ago. This chick had I think she moved on to like another dude, but we were still together, and I found out, and I was still a beta simp. And I was complaining on Facebook and this, that, and the third. And a lot of people were like, bruh, let it go. I caught two chicks that were hotter than her. I would never do that to you, blah, 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 blah. See, what I'm trying to expose is, even in that moment of looking like a punk, women still came forward at me. What I'm basically getting at is, you trying to expose men as, you know, he's a lame, or he's this and he's that. Another woman will look at him and be like, you know what? I'll take that offer. You know what? He looks good to me. See, when women do this, they shine a light on these guys. Now, will women agree with them and say, you know, this guy, you know, that's crazy. That's messed up. Piece of shit. Yes. But then there will be some women that'll be like, okay, girl, you missed your blessing. That's how it works a lot of times. When women say, you know, I hate this guy, I don't like this guy, they really do like him, or they're trying to throw off the scent from other women. You understand how that works? So it doesn't matter which way you look at it. It's free promotion for guys. Are we dating the same guy? How are you even going to a forum or a community post about, are we dating the same guy, if he's such a big piece of shit? Because that guy knows what he's doing. And when you know what you're doing as a guy, you're attractive to multiple women. When you know what you're doing, you're attractive to multiple women. The biggest takeaway from this video that I want guys to understand, right? Average at best women have the most to say. The number scale has been busted for a while now. That's why I don't even use it. That's why I don't even use it. It's very immature. The shit is busted. Women are walking around average at best thinking that they're the best thing ever. Because once again, society and the narrative that is pushed to women is love your curves. You're big and beautiful. You're a queen. Fix your crown. Fix your tiara on top of your head. This is not true. If you notice, these women are average at best. The requirements for men to get at one of these average at best women are out of this world. Now, anytime that a woman has a problem with something a man does, or maybe something that he's not bringing to the table, she has an app where she can complain now. Okay? There's a saying, I don't even like it. But how the hell is she talking like this? Look at her, right? Women need to humble themselves. Women need to humble themselves. Men get humbled every day, so there's no reason to rebut and say, well, men need to humble themselves. No, the world will humble a man if he's not up to par. Women truly need to take a step back and assess situations and say, you know what? Maybe I can work with this. Maybe in due time, it can become this. Not right here, right up front. I need this, I need that, blah, 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 blah. Average at best, not even only that, right? Other things in the background, baggage, trauma, another man's children, failed relationships, not healing and working on yourself, yet you want to jump into a situation with the dude and expect him to bring forth everything, make you comfortable, be your happiness. It's not how this goes, bro. Average at best women need to humble themselves, knock it down a peg or two, and understand that you need to work with what you got. See, as men, we're very realistic. We work with what we have. Now, if it's more than others, that'll boost your confidence. But for the most part, I would go as far as to say men who are above average still think that they're average. Let me know if I'm lying. Men who are above average don't really have big heads like that. They almost need it to be confirmed to them. When I started really getting traction on YouTube, I was noticing this about the Handsome Man Game series, right? A lot of men didn't even see themselves as an attractive man, like a conventionally attractive man. But then as I'm telling stories, right? Redirecting to points where you will notice these things throughout your life. Guys said, damn, I really am conventionally attractive. Like, damn, I've had this energy from women. I never thought of it that way. Yes, because as men, we remain in reality. We don't jump out of the window thinking that we deserve the world for nothing. We understand where we are. We understand we have to work. And life shows us this. Women need to humble themselves because a lot of them are average at best. And this app exposes that. And if women are so oppressed, why does it seem like they're the biggest bullies? If men are the biggest abusers, manipulators, schemers, scammers, why does it always feel like women are the biggest bullies? I thought that was our job. See, I'm going to tell you guys something like this. When we talk about shaming language and a woman's defense mechanisms to give you attitude, seems like she's getting on your case, they have no other route except walking away. This is why I tell you, don't ever argue with a woman because you're always going to lose. They are the biggest bullies and they get away with it because they really can't do anything with you. They can't do anything to fight back. They can't. This is why I tell you guys, the one thing that gets a woman the most pissed off is when you will not argue with her. When you will not go back and forth with her. When you will not put up with her nonsense and her foolishness. When you just go, you know what? I respect that. You have a good one. Just walk away. Because if you don't, you will be subjected to being bullied. Them trying to walk all over you, pile drive you into submission. That does not work like that. We do that to you. Now, if you follow the words pile drive you into submission, we do that to them. Think about it. It's not the other way around. They can't do that. So they have to get on these apps. They have to talk a bunch of crap. They have to make you feel some type of way about yourself with just talking a bunch of nonsense to you. Now, strong men don't go for the games. A strong man understands, well, why would you even entertain me in the first place if I was this bad person? Now, that's something that you like about the kid. Remember, do not let a woman bully you. They are not oppressed like that, right? They're able to sit out here and tell you this, that, and the third, what they will and won't do, and how you need to be better, and you need to shape up, you need to be up to their standards, and blah, 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 right? No, it's not how things go. So let's get to this part of the video, right? Okay, their data got leaked.
Yo, all y'all on that new T app? Every girl's getting leaked. There was a big data breach. Every woman who put someone's picture up there is cooked. They got all the pictures. So basically, if you put your ID, which you need your ID to put someone's face on there, you're cooked. They got your photo, they got who you put on there, and everybody knows. They even got y'all IDs, bro. They're locked in. This is a dub for the dudes out here. If you seen yourself on that app, you're able to literally see the person's ID and the person's face who put it on there, because there was a data breach. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If your face is on there, bro, go on there right the fuck now. And these look like the people who would be on there, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, but what if it was little kids doing this and like they put their mom's face and now it's their mom's face on here? Now that would be crazy. For all my guys, bro, hey, we putting out the great news now. Hey, all y'all cheaters out there, all y'all crazy dudes out there, hey, spam up the dubs, because y'all life might actually be saved. This T app is actually getting cooked, and they're going through fire right now. This app might actually get deleted, not even just because of the data breach. Hey, rest in peace T app already. It only went viral for like 1 or 2 days.
Okay, now, this is a woman's karma. Women don't like this. Okay, they don't like that they're getting their karma by their license, by their jobs, their phone numbers, all their information is getting leaked. But at the same time, what about the men on the other side that you were exposing? What about the men on the other side that you were invading their privacy? What about the other guys that you swear you were exposing and you were putting out there like that? Now you don't like when the spotlight is redirected towards you. You don't like that very much. This is all happening because, right, for every action, there's a reaction. But when something happens, there's a problem. See, that's out of our control. Every action has a reaction. We can't control the universe, so we got to be ready for that. This goes back to what I said about men. We already expect that. The world humbles us. Women never expect that. The world doesn't humble them as much. That's why it's a big deal to them. Whenever they get humbled, something doesn't go their way, they hear the word no, or times like this when their information gets exposed. I'm happy that this happened. You know, men are trying to counteract this stuff. There's a new app called the T on Her. You know, women are downloading it, acting as if they're men, and they're leaving negative reviews. They're trying to shut it down at all costs. Pretty sure other apps are going up and they shut those down. But a man can never speak his truth. A man can never have a defense, right, against this. That's cool. It's not going to hurt us. It's only going to make us better. This is only going to make women worse. So their information got leaked. Now they're all looking stupid. Really foolish. Don't ever believe, right? A lot of these things that women say, they're always trying to shame us, complain and blame and push us into a situation where we must conform to them. That's all this app is. It's to try to embarrass us, try to shame us. And if you catch yourself being put on that app, or are we dating the same guy? If they try to put you in that community, don't even worry about it. It's free promotion. Don't do that. I've even seen on the news where a couple of guys tried to sue women for this. I don't have a problem with it. I'm going to say it time and time again, brothers. You must vet women. Don't let just any woman come in your life, right? Because if you don't vet women, one of these chicks will end up being your woman, right? That ain't no good. Now, one thing that this app is really doing for sure is letting men know how important it is that you must vet women. How important it is. And it's letting you know how they wear multiple faces. I'm sure all these women were cool up front. Hey, what's going on? Oh yeah, just this, blah, 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 blah. On the phone with the guys are setting up the date. Everything's going good. Then something happens. They don't like something he did. You know, they're sleeping with each other as time goes on. Something goes wrong. The guy has to move on. He doesn't find her attractive anymore. He wants to go elsewhere. Now we have to shame this man. We have to shame and blame him into submission. Crazy, bro, how this works. But all this really does is expose women's dating realities, bro. The way women operate in today's modern dating. So this T app did more for men than they actually think, and it discouraged a lot of men for even wanting to date at all. You know what I mean? But one thing I can say is when a woman pops up and she's willing to go the extra mile for you, guys will think back to this and be like, thank the Lord I didn't end up with one of these chicks that came from this app. And that's the God honest truth. So tell me what you think about this. Have you guys heard about the T app? What do you think about the T app? Did it make you feel any type of way? Did you catch yourself on this app? Have you ever been in the community post group or whatever it's called? The Are We Dating the Same Guy? I would love to hear from you guys. Get in the comments. Tell me what you think. Honest opinions. Like, comment, share, subscribe, everything. Until then, see you in the next video. It's your boy Josten J. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The T app was designed to expose men, but it's exposing y'all women. It's showing just how dirty and nasty the men that y'all have been dealing with are. Y'all get online with these high standards that you don't have in real life, which is what I always say. You can't believe what they're saying. You got to watch what they're doing. They can tell you all day what they won't do, but that app is showing you what they will do. Y'all are showing just how low vibrational the men that y'all have to pick from are. You can't sit up and say that you got all these options yet. These are the men that you're picking. The truth is, that's all you got to pick from. You have a bunch of group of nasty, terrible men to choose from, and you're just trying to find the best out of the worst. But all of them are horrible. Everything that you have to choose from is horrible because of how you are as a woman. You carry yourself in a way that there's a very specific type of man who would find you attractive. And that small group of men is who y'all are choosing from. And that's why y'all are sharing the same men. Because out of that small group of men that y'all are all picking from, y'all are trying to find the best looking one, the one who appear to seem like he got some money, even though he usually don't end up having no money. Y'all are all picking and filtering through that small group of disgusting, nasty pookies, right? And no matter what you get online and say about how you want rich men, you ain't even in proximity to rich men. Rich men don't even see you on their radar when you walk by, right? Because nothing about who you are and how you carry yourself would pick up on the radar of a man who got any class about himself, right? Only pookies find you desirable. And that's the reason why y'all are all sharing the same pookies. That's the reason why y'all all sharing the same pookies. It don't matter what y'all get on that app and expose regarding these men, how terrible they done treated you, what STDs they done gave you, how many babies they done had and left. There still will be a line of women ready to give that man a shot to see whether or not she can get better results than you got. So you can never really expose men because there's always going to be women who are willing to test it out for themselves and still see whether or not the stuff the previous women said is actually true.
Some of the posts on the T app are so fucking funny and honestly really concerning because a woman will post a white man with face tattoos and grills and like 3 strands of hair on his head and caption it like, warning, this man is a narcissistic abuser. And I'm like, girl, we didn't need the caption to know that. Like, that man literally looks like a demon who was reborn as Golem and crawled his way back to Earth from hell. And I cannot believe that women are actually fucking something like that. Then you have like 15 other women commenting on it saying that they fucked him too. Like, the whole purpose of the app was to expose men, but this is also just exposing the really low standards some women have.